velvet voice of Jedi Johnson narrates the way, and the ever-steady Styx boy shall ride away your brain. Bad to your bones, Lucifer has picked up for days on days, and the great October's global feds have bad writing to slay. We are all damage of damage. We are all damage of damage. We are all damage. The qualified. The qualified. We are prepared.
And hello, and welcome to a brand new episode of The Qualified. I'm Jedi Johnson, 22, joined as always by the always steady Styx Boy 73. I guess I should start saying that since Styx is here more than Dom lately. And the architect, joesduelin. Dom Tober may be hopping in later. Hollywood Brucifer is out for the week. Dom finally, I guess, I was going to say Dom got a hold of him, I guess, and he is
maybe
worse for the wear, maybe. I don't know. What's going on, fellas?
You'll notice at the bottom of the screen, there's a little hashtag Vertigo to win. Styx, boy, I believe is going to do a giveaway today.
So I've got some Battle Beast packs. I'm going to give away 2.
Battle Beast, God.
I'm going to give away 2, and then I'm going to crack open 2 on live on air to see what we get. Of whatever's left, I will open up and see what we get.
Battle Beast fatigue. Oh man, that's all you see on the old whatnot this week.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, please don't overpay for those things. They were full price at LCS's.
Yeah, if your LCS still has any.
Yeah, I mean, again, kids, the weekly reminder: pre-order your stuff because you could have gotten those 30% off cover. So you could have gotten those for under $4 a bag.
Thanks, Cosmic.
Yeah, so always remember.
Save
yourself some money.
Yep.
Aside from that excitement, what's going on this week? I tell you what, you know what the worst thing to happen to this show is in a long time. When I say this show, The Qualified. You know what the worst thing to happen is?
My trivia?
No, that's a known disability that we have.
Okay, fair enough.
The worst thing that happened, David Rush got a job. That's the worst thing that's happened in a while. He's not giving us any news.
He's now gainfully employed.
Is it ball related? Is the job ball related?
He's not. It could be. I have no idea what his job is. That's a great question. We should reach out to him and ask. This has been a extremely slow week. Zilch as far as records, zilch as far as OnlyFans. Right? Nothing this week other than a moose is wandering on Highway 19. It's just nothing's going on. So I decided to do a quick implementation of something that we haven't done in a while, and I'm trying to get it to work just to kick the show off. Please work.
Interweb gods.
Remove other media from what other media is running? It says remove
Cosmic.
Other media.
Dom's not sick. Oh, here I got you. There you go. Dom's not sick. He just had something he had to take care of. So
he's fine. I decided we would do a quick fan mail Friday.
Reaching into the old mailbag, eh?
Reaching into the old mailbag. So let's do this. We'll do this while we wait for folks. Hopefully more folks will pop over from the Hot 10 or wherever they're coming from. Letter number 1 is actually for Dom. We'll skip that one. Maybe we'll use that one again. Dear Joe, longtime lurker, first time toe ponderer, watching your show got me thinking. Do you think toes have personalities? Like, is the pinky toe just shy, or is it plotting something? Do you have what is your favorite piggy? Keep doing the Lord's work one step at a time. Signed, Tow Truck Tim 420.
I do not have a favorite toe. I do tend to be picky about feet. I don't just take any feet. I don't want no bunioned up.
I don't know if he's
busted
talking
up
about your favorite
hammer
toe.
toe.
Do you have? Is there a
Oh,
toe out of the 5 that you look
no.
for when you're rating?
There's not one.
When you're doing your other job at WikiFeet? What is it? Do you have a favorite?
I prefer a certain level of symmetry and organization. I don't like the toes to be too long. I don't like them to be too short. I don't like them to be
Like finger toes.
awkward in the way of there's some people they'll have the one toe that's just way bigger than the rest.
You got that one that just sticks out awkwardly over the others.
What's going on there?
You don't like a pair of toes that can pick up a softball? Is that what you're saying?
No. My wife has the web toes. So that's something that I've learned to love and appreciate.
She must be a fast swimmer.
Not really. It's an interesting deformity. But
all right, so no favorite necessarily.
No favorite.
It's an aggregation of all the piggies that get Joe's attention.
And I'm not necessarily a 100% toe guy. I like the whole foot in general. You gotta take the whole package.
Here's a question: are you a nail polish guy or a natural guy?
Natural's fine, but you gotta have some nice feet.
Already.
You gotta have some nice feet. Yeah, you gotta have some nice toes, because sometimes those things need some paint. You need a little Bondo on those things.
Bondo
crack nails or something. All right. Before we lose all our viewers, because we're already talking about toes, let's move on to the next question for Styx. Here's Styx. Okay. I don't just like mud. I live it. I breathe it. I once whispered thank you to a mud puddle after a rainstorm. If you had to wrestle someone in mud for charity, who would it be and what song would be playing in the background? Playfully yours, Mud Buddy 77.
Yeah, Mud Buddy 77. Wow. All right, let's see here. If you had to wrestle someone in mud for charity, okay. So who would I wrestle in mud for charity? I would wrestle. Oh no, I would wrestle. Laya Becker, who is the current NXT champion for the girls.
For the ladies.
She's the one that's got the horns. She wears horns.
Okay. Staying in genre with the wrestler. Okay. What song would you got a favorite song you want? Dirty Laundry or something? What do you want playing right now?
I don't know. Let's stick with my favorite band, Styx, and we'll play Hard Times by Styx.
Hard Times. I don't know if there's any innuendo there or not, but
I would have chosen B. Arthur because it looks like she could put up a good fight.
B. Arthur. Yeah. Well, B. Arthur would have been my second choice, I guess. I wanted to keep someone that's more alive.
That's fair.
All right. Next question. This is for me. Dear Jedi, first of all, love your content, but I had to pause halfway through the last episode because a seller went live on Whatnot, oh Lord, selling Mystery Misery slabs and You'll Regret This comic bundles. At what point does Whatnot become a problem? Asking for my bank account, also my wife, also the mailman who's begun calling me champ. Oh boy. It's weird. Is it weird that I now refer to my kids as Heater and Banger? Yeah. Raid you later. Signed Bid Ninja 420XX. I'll let you know when I've reached that. You might need someone else to let you know when it becomes a problem, because I cannot tell you when it becomes a problem. That's the blind leading the blind right there, Bit Ninja. I don't know.
It sounds like an intervention may be in order for Blind Ninja here.
I would be a hypocrite on that intervention panel myself. So, yeah, not the right guy. Thank you for the question, Bit Ninja, but I am not the person to answer that question.
Whatnot's dangerous, man. It's dangerous. It'll get you.
Yep. Yeah.
So who
All
we got?
right,
Who we got lurking
say
about the
hello.
chat tonight?
We've got Tommy Longbox, by my calculations, coming in first. Happy Friday.
Ooh.
Nerds, first, second, and third, and then he's just for added. He's giving us a thumbs up in the how's it? Terry Floyd, boink boink boink, bork 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 bork. I don't know. Does that mean anything to you guys? Bork.
That's
bork,
the
bork?
Swedish chef.
Yep.
Bork,
Oh,
bork,
is
bork.
it? Okay, all right.
Yeah, it's the Swedish chef.
GT said I'm not a sore loser. I'm gonna pop in here anyway and say hey, even though for this week only, the title was taken by Tommy.
He'll be
saying,
back. He'll come back.
Thumbs up. He'll be back. He will rise again. What's going on, GT? Glad you were here, at least temporarily. Grumpy G, happy long weekend, all. At least it is in Canada. Not sure about the U.S. Not a holiday weekend here that I'm aware of.
Nope.
In Canada,
Is it Canada Day this weekend? No, it
it's
can't be Canada
Victoria
Day.
Day in Canada.
Victoria Day. Okay.
She was a sturdy woman.
Canada Day.
My son is in Canada right now. Actually, he's actually on the island of Victoria. Actually, oddly enough. So I don't know if that's. I don't know if they're partying. That would explain the picture he sent of him with a lampshade on his head, but I don't know. I don't have the context. But yeah, he's having a good time. Who else we got? Kingdom of Nerds. Welcome all. We will be going live direct. Okay. Thanks, Bruce.
Yeah, that was just
Don. I keep saying Don's every week. Change your name, Dan. Dan's Comic Corner.
Use cats.
What? LOL. What's going on, Dan? Jim Camille Collects. Camille Collects. Hey, Dan. Okay.
I believe that is Bruce for his DC
Tyson,
friend in
sitting in the office this week is our
oh nice
caricature of
sitting there in the Oval,
getting things done, making America great again is Matt. So thank you, Matt. Good evening, fellows. It's finally the weekend. It is finally the weekend. I think I'm caught up on all your videos, Tyson. I will double check later, just make sure.
That's correct, Tyson. Tyson is correct.
Dave's Collection, just want to stop by before the Knicks win.
That's right. Go Knicks.
Are we going? Are we rooting for the Knicks, Sticks? I don't know if I have a dog in this fight anymore in the playoffs.
It's all predetermined anyway. It's the NBA.
it's all scripted like wrestling.
Yeah. Cosmic One. What up, gang? What's going on, Cosmic? Timothy Brandt. Let's go. Who's going to grip it and rip it tonight? We will see.
That's what I do after the show.
Yeah, whoever wins, Sticks, you know how it works. Whoever wins tonight, you have to give them, you have to say, rip it or ship it.
That's right. Rip it or ship it.
Well,
rip it or ship
it's gonna hopefully get shipped either way. It's Styx. It's 50-50. It's 50-50.
Joshua Davis, hashtag, okay, he's in the game. Who else we got? Terry Floyd, very nice. Hopefully I'm not forgetting. If I skipped you, I am sorry. Just seeing Crimson Terror, 85, still top 5 names of all time, I believe, in the game. Let's see, I think we said hello to Invincible, Battle Beast. He needs it for his PC. Are they giving away graded stuff in those packs? Or is it like a
No, it's just floppies.
Let's see. Lots of people in the chat. Sticks, good job. You got them rowdy in there right now.
We'll see. I'll have to crack a whip there, Tyson.
There's so many people getting in on Ed. Hey, nerds! Finally found Ed hiding in the convoluted chat. What's going on, Ed? Glad you got your old picture back.
Fame? Oh.
Glad he didn't lose it this week. Darth Side. Okay, I was going to say Darth Seed. What is that? Darth Side. Right. IS is in the game. Let's see. Bry J. What's going on, Bry?
Hey, thanks for stopping
by
by.
really quick. Hey, Joe, Jedi, and Styx. By the way, Styx, there is something called a dryer. Inside joke, maybe. I don't know. Oh, is your shirt is cringe.
Oh, sorry.
Your shirt is wrinkled. Your shirt is wrinkled.
Here, let me get the iron out. I'll iron it for you.
Now I get it. My shirt's black. This thing has never been washed. It's brand new, so it's probably wrinkled too, but it's black, so you can't tell.
You can barely see my shirt anymore. My beard covers most of my stuff.
Not least, Big Dave Booth. Hey guys, leaving some comics while having you guys in the background. Good vibe. Well, we are glad that we can provide you the background inspiration to sleeve your comics, because there's nothing worse in the whole wide world than an unsleeved comic. So keep doing the Lord's work.
And it's nice because you never know. You might be doing other things, and then you look up, you see some heavy tops or some nice bottoms. You never know. You never know what
you definitely will.
So it's pretty safe. All right. Well, I guess we can get into since Bruce isn't here. I guess I get the honors. Oh, here we go. It's the outside looking in. The books that didn't quite make it to the hot 10.
It's safe, Styx. You can put it back on.
It's safe. It's safe. Got to blow out the eardrums. We're getting two lists tonight. But first off, with Pete's outside looking in, first book up on the list tonight is Darker Guards, the 1 in 50, 10 plus sold, average around $60. There's apparently human blood in the ink. So people like their gimmicks.
Is that like the Kiss book where they made it in Gene Simmons' blood?
Yeah, it's a gimmick's a gimmick. I mean, it's a 1 in 50 going for 60, so it's a little bit over ratio. Nothing too crazy, but like I said, people like gimmicks. I know nothing.
Whose blood is it?
I don't know. I don't know whose blood it is.
If they're the cloning company out there and they're buying these up, let us know who you grow after you pull the DNA out of the book.
Isn't it funny that so we're okay with human blood?
Nah, not tonight, Mama. He bailed on us. He wasn't feeling so hot.
Hi, Mama.
He heard Dom was mad at him, so he cowered out. Damn it. My money was on you. But what if it said so we're okay with human blood? What if they came out and said this ink contains puppy blood? That would piss people off, right? I mean, that's
I would think so.
They'll be like, what?
I got a list coming up next, Tyson. Don't worry.
Yeah. That's interesting. Human blood.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So next up on the list, now that we got a little Riri trailer, your Invincible Iron Man 7 with the skillet face Mary Jane. This is the ugliest Mary Jane cover ever. It looks like she's
just in bad lighting, Joe.
Doing meth for a handful of years and lost a few teeth. I don't know what's.
Yeah, she does have that straight-head tooth gap up there.
It had about a dozen sold, so there's a rise in volume, average around $30.
It's on the bottom though.
Yeah, people are gonna start grabbing. There's some of the re-respec stuff again. I've just always hated this cover. I've always thought this was just a hideous cover.
Mm-hmm.
This poor book has been on and off of these lists for pretty regular for about the past 2-3 years, huh?
Yeah, but Meth Mary Jane always seems to make it.
So just wait. If don't buy in when it's high, buy in when it's low, everybody.
Yeah. But like I said, the Riri stuff's going to start moving, so now's not the time to be getting in on your Riri stuff. If you haven't gotten it by now, I don't know what to tell you, because there's been a lot of bites at this apple, up and down, up and down, up and down. Mm-hmm. So next up on the list, also a little peek in the Riri trailer, the Hood. So the Hood number 1, getting a little movement there. You got 14 sold. There was a set sold last week, average of 26, high of 40. So this is another book that when we had some Moon Knight
That's messed
news
up.
a while back with
It's messed up.
Moon Knight storylines and stuff like that. We've been getting a lot of bites at this book as well. Again, now's probably not the best time to buy it. There were lows where you could have gotten in. But again, if you have it and you didn't get rid of it last time, hey, maybe you think about throwing it up there now.
This show is where we tell you the books you need to get rid of quick.
Hey, isn't that to me? That's what
That's
lists
good
are
information.
That's what it
Lists-
should be.
Lists
what
should
people
either be
should do.
interesting books or books that these are hot now, so I should probably dig these out of a box and maybe sell them if I'm looking to sell them.
Yeah.
Sell it quick.
This it should be called "Get Rid of It" or
Yeah.
I missed the train. One or the other. There is no go catch the train. It's just you missed the train.
Yeah, it's she's definitely a pull the fire alarm at 4 a.m. to get her out of the house kind of look in that Mary Jane cover. Next up on the list, since we got Peacemaker coming, we got a little Vigilante. It's first popping in here in the New Teen Titans Annual 2. Yeah, about a dozen sold, average $12. There's a handful of good Vigilante covers out there. He is at least a fun character. So hopefully they can carry through some of that momentum they had from the first season and not fall flat on their face with a bad second season. So we'll see where they take it.
Agreed.
See how Good Gun can do. But
I'm looking for it. I like the trailer. I don't think it doesn't need to be as good as the first season. Still be good. So I'm looking forward to it.
And last up on the list, a little What If 105. We got some Sadie Sink news. Going to possibly be playing Mayday Parker. So we got our little Spider Girl little spec here. So there you go. This is another book. Multiple bites at the apple. So never feel bad about missing out sometimes on selling some of these books because they always seem to come around again. This is probably the 4th time this book has come around, especially with Spider-Man stuff, because there's always some project, be it Sony or MCU or something like that, where there's tons of rumors. And like I said, there's always seems to be bites at these apples, but average $100, high at $150.
This is kind of a dumb question because I already know the answer, but when the character leans on the text of a comic book like that, like she's doing, is that considered breaking the fourth wall, Styx, when you do that?
No, it's only a verbal or facial, not a hand gesture.
I knew that.
I'll give him a little.
I didn't have anything else to say about this, so I just said that.
Yeah, so that's what we got this week.
We want to get to the other list. We're just
for the CBSI Hot 10. So if you want to read more about these books, you can hop over to CBSI.com and take a look at Pete's write-ups and see what he has to say about all this stuff. My Spider-Man has tits. So go over, check out CBSI. You can check out. Sorry, a little just one of the guys humor there. So yeah, you go over to CBSI, check out Pete's write-up about the OLI, check out his write-up on the Hot 10, and get all that hot information there. So next up, let's do a different list.
I'm drinking. I've been drinking green tea all goddamn day.
Wow, that wasn't that video at all.
I was in it. I was though. I was like, oh,
it's listed as something else in here, and the thumbnail's there. But when I click it, this.
I'm drinking. I've been drinking green tea all goddamn day.
I thought it was oddly appropriate, actually.
It was. I forgot I had that as the bump into the trailer. So because Pete was having some issues today, I didn't know whether I was going to get OLI. So I just put together a just looking in for the qualified, where these books have no discernible value except for to please my eyes. first up on the list, there Carnivore Comics is having a little slew of different Norts Illustrated covers, one of which is an EOM cover. EOM, everyone loves EOM.
All right, I will have to get this one. Is this a Dallas exclusive?
It just said Carnivore Comics, so it didn't say it was a explicit con exclusive. The one thing that surprised me here is EOM always likes to draw his women damp and wet and shiny, and this is a swimsuit cover, but they don't feel very wet and damp and shiny.
Not as wet as we're used to. That's true.
But I like it because there's 3 of them on the cover. And
yeah, it's still definitely unmistakably EOM, though.
Yes. And on most EOM covers, we only get a single character. So I thought this was kind of nice to be able to get 3 of them on the cover there. So there you go. There's full of other ones out there as well for Norts for the
Pete
Carnivore
always
Comics
has
as well.
issues.
Yeah.
That's sad. I mean, you're right, but Pete is probably the most together of any of us. So if he has issues, I don't know what that says about the rest of us. But
yeah. Next up on the list, Exquisite Corpses. There were a lot of covers for Exquisite Corpses.
If I could raise a one eyebrow, Joe, I'd raise it right now because I'm like,
I like the Sveta. I liked it, but I like this Dan Quintana.
Oh, it's Sveta. Never mind. All right.
This isn't Sveta. There was a Sveta.
Oh, it's not.
There was a Sveta, but this Dan Quintana one is one that I think slides a little bit under the radar in terms of.
It is a great cover. I don't know if I didn't think it would meet the criteria for the qualified OL.
There's transparent fishnet shirt, and that's good enough for me.
Good enough. All right. Okay.
Yeah. And I like Dan Quintana as well. It was one of the cooler covers out of a book that had, I think, 36 variants between store exclusives and ratios and open orders.
If you wanted to make it fit our criteria, you should have said, well, we don't know where that sword's been.
Yeah.
Got it.
And next up on the list, everyone's liking Lozano, and I am too. KRS Comic Corner had a nice Supergirl Lozano cover. Lozano's pretty hot right now, coming off that last Supergirl cover. It's going to have a nice Zatanna cover coming up as well. So if you want to start stacking some Lozano, this one might slide under the radar a bit because there are some pretty good other open order Supergirl covers as well. And just for Jedi.
That's just for me.
I normally don't go for cosplay covers too often.
Is this a cosplay?
This is a cosplay cover.
I mean, it's like a photo, or is this like a?
Yeah, no, these are photos.
That face,
and they're all good. They're all good. It's this girl. I can't remember her name.
Her face looks way AI though. That's the only
cosplaying as Jinx. That ass ain't AI.
No, the rest of her is not. Just the face.
Cosplaying as who?
Face and the hair.
But that's what I kind of like the fact that I looked at it, and I had to look at it a handful of times. And I know it's Mad Love. I know they're cosplay variants. I know it's a cosplayer, but I had to keep looking at it. I was like, these are done pretty well. Because sometimes they just feel like cheap boudoir photos or, glamour shots sometimes.
We'll be right back.
But this one was pretty good. And there's, like I said, there's a handful of different covers that are all pretty good, but I like the assets in this one, literally. And last on my list, just because I love this cover, The Sickness always puts out good stuff. And there's a Danny variant for it on a ratio. All of the Sickness covers are always really good, creepy. And this is just kind of a fun, kind of creepy cover that I dug. And
reminds me of Smile, the movie Smile.
This, like I said, The Sickness always does great creepy covers. And at a kind of low ratio, this is probably something you could probably grab pretty cheap either way. But no, it's not Reishi. I forget the girl's name. Begins with a P.
Oh, yeah. No, that's not. I don't know who that was because again, the face looked very AI to me. But
it did. I think it's just the way they did the photographs and edited them. But it was fun to look at a cosplay cover and have to look a few times to go, is that a cosplay cover? Yeah, it's pretty good. So that's what I got this week for our just looking in list of some interesting eye candy for the week. All right, boys, what do you got? What do you got in terms of pickups?
Styx has a lot. Does Styx, do you want to go first or do you want to go last?
I'll go last.
All right, I'll go first because I don't have much. So let's see. I got my my Tim Barron grommets covers in.
Cover. I like it.
Robin.
All the Tim Barron exclusives from Arcade Comics. I had to wait a very long time because I ordered the set and I had to wait till 7 came out for me to be able to get them. So that took a while. So
you did the combined, ordered it all at once, so I had to wait.
Yeah, instead of one at a time. I did get a slab this week. My Greatest Adventures 85.
I saw that on your IG. That's cool.
Yeah, this is the last issue of My Greatest Adventure. It turns into Doom Patrol right after this, and Doom Patrol's first appearance was like four issues before this. I think it was in 81. So it's some good early Doom Patrol, and when I can get a slab for under $40 and a little bit of Silver Age, I'm not going to complain.
Oh hell no! Wow.
No, I put a bid in and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna put the bid in, and if it hits, it hits. I forgot whether I should a little pull out. Oh, shit, this one.
Lot.
Nope, I haven't seen that.
He's doing a lot right now. He's pretty hot.
Yes, he is. Yes, he
he's
is.
turning them out.
And then I picked up a little EC action, crime suspense stories, and a little Garthiness in here as well with the
magazine style
battle action.
Like
yeah, I like these battle action books. They have some fun covers and some fun stories in there. So that's about all I got. Styx, you ready?
Oh, Jay's not going?
I can go.
I'll let Jedi go while Styx.
All right. Well, a couple
of logistics.
I had forgotten that I ordered this. I ordered this popcorn bucket back when Brucifer was raving about the Nostradamus movie when it came out. So I ordered this. It's
Escort 1. 2's
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu. Sorry, Nostradamus. Nosferatu. Sorry. So this is the Nosferatu popcorn bucket.
Oh, that's cool.
It's metal. I mean, it's metal too. So
I don't know if I want to see all the rats after I'm done eating in the bottom of the sarcophagus. Inside, there's all the mice on the.
It's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. Of course, I didn't read the dimensions when I ordered it, but yeah, it's pretty cool. That would be great if she said that. All right. All right, so let's get into what the people want. We have some Art Germ Vampirella.
There you go.
All right.
I do
We
like
have
these
some. I got a couple of these. I always buy these when I see them. The Shikari Vampirella. He's only Vampirella that I'm aware of.
And the nipples are covered,
speaking
so
of,
it's going to look good.
Speaking of Raichi, here's Raichi's. This was a signed copy of her Vampirella #1.
No, that popcorn bucket is not Joe approved. There's not a clear entrance in there.
This is the Jay Acleto Vampy #1, the 1 in 25 that I was just now still getting my Vampirella #1s, as I told Joe earlier.
Slowly rolling in.
Yeah, this may be. It's definitely my favorite Brian Miraglio cover. Possibly my favorite Vampirella cover. It is hard to say, but it's hard not to love this. I got one. I already had this, but this one's signed by Brian. This is probably one of my favorites.
That is pretty nice.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to look up the name of this artist. Damn it. These are
although I will say on the column that she's kind of squatting near, I kind of wish it didn't have the blood splatter on there because it kind of looked like she had a little experience.
I get what you're saying. I meant to look up who the artist was on this, and I completely forgot. Damn it! That's what I get for taking a nap. But I do love this cover. It's kind of kind of Racha-like in a way. It's also it's not Racha. It is kind of Racha, kind of lyrics in a way, but it's not. It's not either one. I can't remember the name. I have to Google it. Then I'll just throw it out randomly during the show.
That works.
So I got Vampirella #1. Still getting those things. This is the Jamie Tyndall with his super signature or whatever the hell he calls it. This is the Virgin. And just because I got another one of those because I wanted the set with the regular signature. So I got all these, the Jamie Tyndalls. All right. Nicole, what's her name? Nicole Rose. I can't think of this artist's name. Last name was Nicole Rose. I don't know. I have to Google that too. Anyway, she was doing sketches. Initially, they were selling. What was that?
No, Tyson said the blood splatter makes it sexier. If it's blood.
So we have a sketch by Nicole something. Damn it! But anyway, I had to buy this because, for one, it's a really cool. It's not Vampirella, but it's still really cool.
That's Bride of Frankenstein.
They were initially selling this for $125, and nobody was buying it. And so a week later, I think they knocked it down to $60. Still, nobody bought this for $60. Then they knocked it down to $30. And I was like, shit, I can't. I'm gonna buy this for $30.
Yeah, it's on.
I would have bought that for $30. Yeah, hell yeah.
It's on that wonderful Donny Cates title crossover.
All right, so I showed this last week, but I didn't show all of. I got some more of these in. Hopefully, Joe, we don't get zinged for any of these. But I showed this. I did show this one last week.
Just jinx this.
Yeah, I did show this one last week. The
watermelon smashing.
But I didn't show all of them. There's a topless and a totally nude version. I didn't pick those up. That's the moose knuckle.
That is a fierce moose knuckle.
Of her in her white. And then this one is there's a little bit of nippage. I'll tell you what. I'll put my thumb over it. I don't know, just a little bit of nippage.
You just want to touch it. You just want.
I just want to touch it. This is the Sith dark. They call it the Sith version of this.
Even the Sith have camel toe.
And I bought this one because I have to cover this one up too. But I bought this one. This was a glow in the dark version, and I bought it because why not? It's a glow in the dark. That's good. And it does work. I took it. I took it in the closet. Took it in the closet. It does work. So yeah, this is the glow in the dark 1 in 5. So I was like, what the hell? That's all I got. Styx.
All right.
What do you got?
All right. So my box came today from across the pond. So I got a whole bunch of Doctor Who stuff to show off. So I bought some figures. I got some figures that I got. Here's this is Davros. He's the creator of the Daleks.
I thought that was Commander Pike at first.
I had no idea what that was. Have we seen that character on your show yet? We haven't seen. I know.
No, not yet. No, that's a 6-parter. You probably won't. The Jadoon.
What parts glow? All the right parts glow, Ed. All the right parts.
I got the little space pig.
That big nether knuckle glows in the dark.
I got some
I'm surprised
Cybermen.
you didn't tell her to. You need to tone down that moose knuckle. That thing is. Rosho.
Got myself a nice giant werewolf.
Where are all these characters in the shows you've been making us watch?
These are all from the newer series. This is Slovene. And then I got some carded figures. This is Martha. She's from the
Martha Jones.
That looks like the most boring fucking action figure ever.
Yeah, they're not.
Martha
exactly,
Jones.
They're not.
Go to the library with Martha Jones.
The witch, Lilith.
Oh, that's a little better. Martha Jones seems like somebody you just want to eat soup with.
I picked up. I couldn't find this. Believe it or not, I couldn't find this in the U.S., so I had to buy the PAL version. One of the only animes I will watch. Really.
Harry is so
Is
excited
the,
about all these pickups.
The girl who leapt through time. This is a story about a time traveling girl who go back and
Is there a
who
reason you
goes-
couldn't find that in the United States, Styx?
I don't know.
You on a
Probably.
watch list? No.
No. It's about a girl who travels through time, meets her parents, and
Oh, that explains the title. Okay.
Yeah.
That's funny.
what else we got over here? Then I bought over on my channel this week. I'm going to be doing some ripping of my own. I bought some Doctor Who trading cards. So I got like I don't know, 68 packs of cards between this one and
Hard to trade cards in a hobby where there's only one fan.
that's right, and that one. Those, I'll be going through those.
What do you mean, Tyson? What do you mean by that? Don't smut up Styx's pickups. That's save that smut for me and Joe's pickups. Not for Styx.
What I get in here that was this is just some. There's nothing special there. I tried to get this now. Now listen, I tried to get this in America, and everyone in America was charging 20,
Don't tease
30
us.
bucks,
Don't tease
20
us
to
like
30,
that.
20, 30 bucks for this, right? So this is Legion of Superheroes in the 31st Century. This is a kids show, but it had the Booster Gold on the cover.
Gold.
I only got it for $3 over across the pond.
Well, that would explain why there's no backboard on it.
Yeah, it does explain why there's no backboard on it.
Surprised they didn't crumple it up in a package of Tim Tams and send it over.
You know, I like those packaging, so it wouldn't matter to me. And then I got this annual. It's Blake 7. Blake 7 is another sci-fi serial over in Britain from the 70s. So, and then the coup de grace, as they say.
De Gracie.
Coup de grace. I didn't get all the. Oh God! Well, it's well wrapped. So that's good. I was really worried about not being wrapped. Where's my scissors?
Mudman.
You have Dom level skills at unpackaging.
I was gonna say Styx is pulling a Dom.
I try to be better than Dom. I do try to be better than Dom.
Speaking of Dom,
There's the man.
Say his
there
name and
is.
he appears.
What's going on?
We got
Styx
Styx
is,
unpackaging something.
he's unpackaging stuff like you do sometimes.
Me. Nah.
Yeah, you know how you unpack. Not at all. All right.
When I get out of here, the box.
All right. So I got my Sixth Doctor Colin Baker mug. And then the tops over
I
there.
feel like I should be more excited than I am right now about that.
Well, that's all right if you're not. I don't.
You're down to how many now?
Where's his lid?
This is my fourth one.
Where's the top of his head?
It's over here. It's still got to be unwrapped. I don't think you want to wait for me to unwrap it. So
I do not. No, you're right.
yeah, see?
Styx has
There you go.
promised to make all of those Doctor Who things into bongs.
Oh yeah.
If I smoked, it would probably, but I do not.
I don't know how Styx would have been if he did smoke. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God.
He would either be more quiet or he would just talk nonstop. I don't think there would be any in between. Excellent. Good
Ain't
stuff.
gonna happen, so don't worry about it.
Tom, you came right in time. You got anything to show?
Nothing to show, man.
All righty.
Nothing to show this week.
Dom, you missed your fan mail Friday. We'll do it at the end of the show. We'll do Dom's question at the end of the show. You had a fan mail in a question for you.
All right. So for Comic Now and later this week, World Tree never lets me down. They keep slipping little ratios and cool covers in, and the 125 this week for issue 14.
That's freaky.
Pretty nice. It's freaky and
Oh, it's
cool
crawling out of my mouth. I see it. Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah. They like I said, between this Department of Truth and Something Is Killing the Children, they just keep slamming out good covers and ratios and stuff like that. I don't know if anyone's still reading any of these, but I don't know. Don't let me down. I don't know. I've been talking about this book for like 4 months just because I love this cover so goddamn much. Sister Imperator #3. Again, a cover that has everything I want in a cover. A pregnant woman holding a gun, creepy children running toward you from a church, demonic eyes in the background, in the clouds.
In skeleton costumes.
Yeah, it is perfect.
That's a great thing. A pregnant mom, kids coming holding a pistol.
Mommy's had a hard day. I have a headache. You kids better leave me alone.
Kids, shut the.
Yeah. It's also it's been a good read.
I don't want to use it.
It's been a good read. Issue 1 and 2 did pretty well. So I'm guessing issue 3 will probably do pretty well as well. And again, this has been the best cover so far of this series. So, and it's Dark Horse, so it's not an expensive book. It's not a ratio. It's just the open order.
Hey, Jen, I don't know if I'm going to that con. I just canceled the con today. I was supposed to go to Philadelphia Con.
Fan Expo?
Yeah.
I heard that's not a very big con. I was watching some streams from there. People were like, yeah, it's nice, but it's not like a huge.
Pete went there last year. I forget whether he had a booth there or not.
No.
Philly last year. And last up on the list for this week, I like Weird Adventure Time books, and a cool Jim Stokey cover is always fun. So Adventure Time, the deluxe edition #1.
That's cool. There's a lot going on that cover.
I know
there is, but a lot of times these Adventure Time covers kind of slide under the radar, and then people look for them after.
This looks like an Adventure Time book that you have after you take some drugs. The way it comes out, like a hallucinogen type of cover.
I like picking up any of these like Adventure Time ratios and stuff like that come out, or some of the weirder covers.
I had a dream just like this.
And in the future, La Muerta, Nemesis Premier Edition, Jay Anzeletto. This is the holofoil, but there are other versions of it as well. Jay always
like that issue.
Seems to do a damn fine job.
Was La Muerta, I'm probably saying it wrong, was she like was that character a spinoff from like Lady Death or something? I always see.
Yeah, it's a Coffin Comics. Yeah, it's a Coffin Comics.
Oh, so it's Coffin Comics, but it didn't come from the Lady Death storyline in any way.
I don't know. There have been crossovers. I know. I don't know. Does anyone read these? I don't know.
I never read it, but it's a cool ass cover.
I couldn't even tell you if it had words or pictures inside the covers, to be honest with you. I've never looked.
I like the zombies coming out of the.
Never made it past the covers.
I threw the 1 in 100 Invisible Man on here, the Christian Ward foil cover, but I will tell you all of the covers are awesome for Invisible Man issue 1. There's a lower, like a 1 in 10 ratio of a David Aja cover. There's a handful of really, really good covers on this, but the Christian Ward one was pretty cool, and I have a feeling that's going to look pretty cool in foil. So, Invisible Man.
Christina said, let's get Styx over. He's been sitting at 98 for a while. Let's get him over. Let's get him. Let's get him.
Where am I?
Let's get him over the hump.
I know we were sitting at 100 or 98 for a while.
Yeah. Those Skybound, those image books, monster books, are pretty damn good. You're doing good.
Yep, still at 98.
98. Let's fix that.
We'll get you there eventually, Styx. And last but not least, as I said, I like weird covers of a lot of weird shit going on.
Nightmares.
And Hyde Street has had these spin-off titles, and Sisterhood #1. It's a book that'll be coming out in a few months, and that is a great title. You got a girl drowning, you got a girl throwing up in the background, you got some girls partying. It's just
there's a girl throwing up. Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's just a good cover
That's not
all
funny.
around.
She's drowning though.
Yeah, it's a winner in my book. So and Hyde Street has done pretty well. So hopefully the spinoffs do pretty well.
You should have had a girl like funneling a beer in the background.
Actually, there should have been like a monster inside the water grabbing her.
There's some girls. There's some drinking going on, a little puking, a little dancing, a little partying. But like I said, it was a fun cover. So and it's just it's the cover C. It's not a ratio, so you'll be able to get it.
Great, Tyson.
And this week for my Tops and Tails cover of the week, Kickstarter that's live right now, Junk World. The Luca Strati cover is just a good cover. So
you got like a cover where the girl's got her tongue out in the old.
It's an easy winner. It's
what do you call that face?
Junk World.
It's a buy this comic face. That's the way I feel about it. So I enjoy it. That belt's barely covering anything. Of course, it's a Kickstarter, so
that's her OnlyFans face. That's what that is.
You can get your different levels of depravity because it is a Kickstarter. So it is almost a Tank Girl cover, and I am a big Tank Girl fan, which is probably what you're reading this cover as well. But that was a winner. And I hadn't seen a good Luca Strati cover for a while, so it was good stuff. All right. Next up, I believe it is time for Dom's favorite segment.
It's time for the That's Not a Comic, That's Not a Comic, Salia Comic, Salia. It's time for the That's Not a Comic, That's Not a Comic, Salia Comic, Salia Comic. Oh, cool. Sale of the week.
I want to strangle the person singing that.
Yeah.
I know Dom is like, just one Friday night I would like to go to bed without that song in my head. Just one. This week, way back, Dom, I don't know if you remember this, but I think way back when it was just me and Dom doing the Friday show, I want to say we had like a segment, I forget what we called it, collecting on the cheap or something. I forget what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, where we just threw up some stuff like, hey, if you're short, if you maybe don't have the funds to, go knee deep or head deep into comics or whatever, there's a lot of avenues to collect. So this is one of them, right? So there are boxes, which is what I'm showcasing here, of like 80s and 70s TV shows of cards, collector cards. Like Joe was saying, Joe and I were talking a little bit in the chat yesterday, the day before. You can also just collect the packs, and they're not that expensive. They're very cheap. They're pretty freaking cool. Yeah, they're pretty cool to collect the packs, even if you just collect the wrappers or you collect unopened packs like that one.
Hey, Jedi, I'm sorry, really quick. You know what was good about the cards back then? There was no parallels. There was no like 1 in 10. There was no like 6 different variants.
There was no chases.
One card, no chase
cards. It was all photo cards from either production, behind the scenes, or the actual TV show or whatever. You got a piece of gum out of it or whatever.
Yeah, they still got the gum in it. It's a little broken up, but the gum's in there.
Yeah, pretty cool. Now I will say,
$100 eat the pack of gum there, Joe. Eat the gum. In the pack of
It ain't worth it.
I opened a pack of 1984 Topps football cards. I was looking for it had the Marino and the Elway rookie card. This would have been back in like maybe the late 90s. And I opened a pack, didn't get the rookie card, but I was like, let me try this piece of gum. It takes a little bit, but it's still chewable.
Is it like cardboard?
Is it?
At first it breaks apart like really in your mouth, and then
almost
turns
to
saliva and whatnot. It kind of turns into gum, but flavor didn't last very long. Yeah. So I will say this, right? So if you go to eBay, which is where I pull this information from, there are boxes probably in better shape than these of all kinds, like these plus others, of all kinds of TV shows that are probably in better shape. But these are the ones that sold. So a lot of people are asking more money. They hadn't sold, so I just picked the ones that have sold. The MASH is actually in pretty decent shape, at least from the photos they presented. Yeah. MASH TV show trading cards from 1982. It's a Donruss. The box contained 36 packs. Each pack had 6 cards and a stick of gum. Sold on a best offer of $140 just I don't know, a week or two. So not I don't know what the initial buy-in on these things were. Probably not $20-$30 maybe. So I don't know, not like a get rich quick type of thing, more of just a, hey, I like MASH, which I do. I love MASH.
Yeah. I mean, they were 25
and,
cents a pack, so.
A handful of the cons I've gone to, there have been vendors that would just have old wax packs, and they would just sell packs out of there. Because I know I have some Rocky cards and stuff like that.
Yeah, probably at the cons they sell these for $5, $6, maybe $10 a pack, but I don't know.
Grade the packs. They grade packs too and everything, so you might get so.
Yeah, you can grade the packs. They're pretty cool mementos, or just souvenir collectibles from your favorite show back in the 80s, even early 90s, 70s. This box is not in the best shape, but there were a lot of other sold boxes that were in worse shape than this A-Team box. I picked this one because the one actually sold for more than this. I think it was like 100 and maybe 20 something dollars. It just had black marker. It was the box was a mess. Sold for more though. So the A-Team, the TV show, not the movie, trading cards from 1983, tops, 36 packs. Each pack contained 10 cards, a sticker, and of course a stick of gum. Best offer late March of $100. Best offer accepted. So
and that's what they look like. They had the drawn picture on there of them versus.
But you know what's funny?
The photo on the cards.
They show the girl that was never really in it on the cover.
Yeah.
Like,
I was gonna say I don't really recognize the girl either. That's
girl,
I've always wanted to open it, but then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get like a Dirk
That's Amy.
Benedict face man sticker, and I'm gonna be like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's Amy.
Yeah, I think unless there's a I don't know, and it's not worth a lot. I'm sure if they did, unless there's a Mr. T's first rookie card type of deal. I honestly I wouldn't understand why you would want to open it. To be honest with you, I think the closed, the sealed package is cooler.
B.A. Block is his
I like
first
it.
card.
I like the mystery of, I don't know what's in there. I'll never know.
Right.
And then lastly, Who Shot JR? Dallas TV show again, because there was a movie or they redid it, I think, of 81. Donruss, 36 packs, each pack 7 cards and a stick of gum, sold for $70. Again, not that bad, considering this thing is like what, 40 something, 45 years old, something like that. $70 in late April on a fixed price accepted for and there were others too. I mean, I usually just sold 3. I almost did 2 slides, but I was like, maybe I'll revisit this again down the road. But yeah, there's Alf, there's
Every
what was the show? Growing Pains, a lot of Growing Pains.
Did they have Welcome Back Carter cards?
I think they did.
I did not see any Welcome Back Carter, at least not on the higher end, but
Yeah,
Alf,
a
lot of Growing Pains. I don't know, people were buying Growing Pains.
Show me that smile again. Show me that smile.
No Mr. Belvedere?
I did not see any Mr.
Rock
Belvedere.
Tomb.
Again, I didn't. These were the top sellers as far as money.
Oh, top sellers.
But, yeah.
I love the Dallas ones. Maybe get that rare Jock
Styx.
Ewing card.
100 subs.
Is there a card with Bobby in the shower?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 1 in 200. You gotta really hunt for that one.
Rather have Pamela in the shower. That's all right. What are you gonna do?
Well, that's it
Nice.
for
He was the one who was
Daily of the Week.
Like I said, this is something fun. Sometimes you're at cons, especially the shitty cons that don't tend to have a bunch of comics. But every now and then you'll come across a handful of vendors that'll have a bunch of these old 80s wax packs, and just to be able to buy a pack, for $5-10. Hey, Bruce. It's fun sometimes, especially if it's I love the A-Team, so I've held on to this thing for God knows how long. Good stuff. Well,
Good.
I think we know what time it is. It's time to fall down the hill.
You are not having a massive stroke. It's just trivia with Styx. You did not suffer a debilitating head wound. It's just trivia with Styx.
It's not CTE or PTSD.
It's just trivia with Styx.
I love that we've made that young man famous.
Yeah. It's famous as he'll ever be.
He was just a B stock,
Yeah. Whoever he may be. All right.
So
So
what do you got
tonight,
for us?
that is a return of trivia. Trivia does return. Figured we'll throw in some Vertigo trivia since we're talking Vertigo tonight. So let's get into it there, boys. Question number 1. The first comic book published under the Vertigo imprint was A. Death, B. Enigma, C. Sandman Mystery Theater, or D. Animal Man. This would be Animal Man number 16, Sandman Mystery Theater number 1, Enigma number 1, or Death, the High Cost of Living number 1.
I assume it'll be a number 1.
Wouldn't it be a Sandman book?
That's
Sandman Mystery Theater, maybe?
the Animal Man is in the 50s. I think it's like 58 when it switched over to Vertigo.
I'm assuming I'm with Don. I'm assuming it's either Sandman or Death.
I think it's C.
Death,
I think it's C.
Death is out of Sandman. If it's the same Death we all think about, it's
Yeah.
the Sandman character. So I'm thinking C. I agree with Don.
All right. What we got there?
It's
Cherry
probably
Flash and
Animal
Hellblazer.
Man.
Hellblazer isn't one of the choices there. Okay. You're getting too far ahead. Yes, and the answer is
Wow,
Damn
Death.
it!
the answer is A.
Oh,
Death,
I
the High
think
Cost
Death
of
got it
Living.
first. I thought
Is that Neil Gaiman? It is Gaiman
Yep.
too. So
Yep.
really,
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Neil Gaiman's in trouble, man. He's
It's
getting
good.
So I guess
Good Death book for all you Death fans out there. It's definitely one you want to have.
So I guess that one Sandman wasn't the first Sandman, though, right? I guess I should have thought of that. That wasn't probably the
No,
first
no,
Sandman.
that was the Adventure Theater.
Yep. That like kind of golden age, I guess. Golden age Sandman.
Yeah, that was Golden Age Sandman, not the other Sandman, but the Gaiman Sandman.
All right.
Alrighty.
Number 2. Question 2. Which of these comics ran for the second least amount of time? So you got the most, you got the least. Which one ran for the second least? Was it Sandman Mystery Theater, number 1? Was it Kid Eternity, number 1? Or the Kid Eternity series? Black Orchid? Or is it D? What I got the Hellblazer there. Hellblazer. Which
Oh,
ran
Hellblazer.
for the second least amount of time?
I agree with Mama Bear. I think it's B. Cosmic. Yeah, I'm with them. I think it is B.
Did I or Black?
Because I just don't like the color.
Oh,
It's a
Black
very difficult question because a lot of Vertigo titles only ran for 4 or 6 issues because they were miniseries.
Right. This is out of these, not the. Well, we'll get to that question here. Sure. Yeah, we got B, A, B. So Black Orchid. Jim Camille says C. Crimson says B.
maybe C. I think it's C. I think it's.
Down says C. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty.
All right. What's our answer there, Joe? And the answer is.
All right.
Is indeed
0 for
C.
2. Killing it.
Black Orchid continued for only 22 issues.
Kid Eternity ran for 16.
Yep. All right. Question number 3. We're on a roll here. We're on a roll. How many comic series fall under the Sandman universe by Neil Gaiman? Is it A, 22, B, 15, C, 21, or D, 18?
I'm gonna go with B.
I mean, it's. I'm sure it's a good number, but I don't think.
No one.
How many-
It sticks. We just expect the answers to be wrong.
Yeah. No fact checking.
That hurts me.
Nobody's gonna phone you as a friend on. It's just not gonna happen.
Well, they would be wrong not
They're
to.
gonna sub you, man, in your channel because
I'll say 18. I don't think it's a high number, but Dom's already said D, so I'll say.
Yeah.
I kind of want to agree with Dom, but for the sake of having a little diversity here, I'll say D.
All right.
And the answer is.
Paid off.
It is D.
There you go.
18. There were 18 titles.
You didn't even need BK.
I wish I could
to,
say that
to
was
guide
from
you.
knowledge, but it was from, like I said,
Sure
Yes.
guess. All right.
You're
That's
locked.
fine. It happens. All right. Question
That counts
4. Is this video game Vertigo. The Wolf Among Us, a Telltale game. Is this game Vertigo?
False.
Is it true? Or is that true or false?
I've never heard of it, so I'll say. I've never heard of it, so I'll say false.
Cosmic 0 out of 3 is actually a badge of courage for Styx trivia.
Yeah.
Don't worry, the more you get wrong in Styx show,
I'm actually a little upset that I got one right, to be honest with you.
It's false.
What? Yeah, false. Okay, false.
False.
2 false. False, but it's a great game. Okay.
Right.
I take it you've played it, Cosmic? This trivia game is giving me vertigo.
All right. And boys, did you get your answers locked in?
Locked in.
All right. And the answer is
True. Wow.
The answer is true. This is developed by Telltale Games, but it's based on the Bill Willingham's Fables comic book series, to which it serves as a prequel. There you go.
I would say Fables has the second most in terms of spin-offs, in terms of titles in Vertigo, next to
I agree.
For those that may be just tuning in, if you suck at trivia or maybe just suck at trivia, that's okay. You don't need to do that to win. You just need to enter hashtag Vertigo in the chat to have a chance to win. I guess at the end of the show, we're going to do.
We'll do that at the end of the show.
Giveaway.
All right. Question 5, the last question here. Over under, how many series are under the Vertigo banner? Is it A, higher than 300 titles? B, lower than 320 titles? C, higher than 370 titles? Or D, lower than 350 titles?
God.
That is 100% true. They are.
I think it's lower than 350. D.
Right?
Yeah, I'm gonna say higher than. I'm gonna say higher than 370. I'm gonna say it's a lot.
Well, you could also be right if you say higher than 300.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true. You just say higher.
No, say higher than 300. Yeah, Styx again? You're trying to Styx us again, man. Damn you.
That's not entirely true, but okay. Go ahead.
I'm trying to game the system, Joe.
And the answer for this one
is.
Hey, there you go.
There are 353 total series under the Vertigo banner, not counting the graphic novels.
Wait a minute, what was the right answer then? I don't even remember what the
So
choices were
the
anymore.
answer is A, more than 300.
All right, so you know what? I have learned a lot more tonight. I'm a much smarter man. I can go in society and be a genius. Thank you, Styx.
Yeah.
You are welcome, Don.
Thank you for this useless knowledge.
You're welcome. Thanks for watching.
All righty, kids. So what you're going to get tonight is, I would say, part 1 of the spotlight, if this goes well or people like it. I'm happy to do part 2. I wanted to look at Vertigo books kind of outside of the realm of all the gaming stuff, because that's what people mostly think about when they think about their Vertigo pieces, their Vertigo titles. But there is a ton of stuff out there. Vertigo titles are often fodder for all kinds of back issue bins of cheap finds, and there's a lot of amazing stories, a lot of amazing covers, a lot of good stuff back there that you can get cheap. A lot of artists that you might love have stuff that exists back in the Vertigo titles that you might not have thought of or forgot about to round out your cover collecting as well. So let's just get into it. So this first part, we are going to go through titles A through L.
You said L.
That are in Vertigo. Because if I would have done A through Z, we would have been here till tomorrow. So
all 353 of them.
Yeah, and I did not go through every single title. I just tried to pick out things that kind of catch my eye that are in there. So, and truthfully, somebody, JP Budget Collecting had a nice little video up earlier this week where he was talking about 100 bullets. And I was like, oh, that it made me think that, okay, that there are people out there that still love Vertigo and know how good it was. 100 Bullets ran for it was a long running series.
I think I have
Vertigo.
a couple of these. I don't think I have these covers, but I think I have a couple of 100 Bullet.
You had really great Dave Johnson Dave Johnson covers throughout this run. They were fantastic. It's an interesting story that starts off one way and then kind of gets quite broad in the conspiracy storyline. So it's a fun series. Hopefully they'll do something again with it at some point. I can see something like this get an option because it is a good storyline and interesting. And again, the Johnson covers through this run are pretty phenomenal as well.
Good job, Jedi.
You had a little Garth Ennis, a little short there, Adventures of the Rifle Brigade, where you had some bowling covers, which are fun. There was I guess it ran 20 plus issues of Air as well, which is a fun little story with some fun covers as well. You had some pretty cool Ben Oliver covers on American Carnage. I always love a good painted cover. One of my favorite series, American Century, great Howard Chaykin series. You had amazing cover run from Glenn Orbeck, rest in peace. And also a handful of nice little covers from Jim Silkey, also rest in peace. But it was a good series. I think it was like 27, 28 issues. Lot of fantastic covers. This American Century is something you can buy the set recently. You can buy the set for like $40, $30 and get some amazing covers out of it. And a pretty damn good story. American Vampire, also fantastic as well.
I have a few of those.
Yeah, you had Albuquerque covers on all of these. So you had Raphael Albuquerque covers on all of these books. Fun covers, interesting series. If you like vampires, if you like kind of the 50s and the greasers and stuff like that, it's a fun series. So like I said, for all you Albuquerque fans out there, you can get your fill of cheap Albuquerque covers. American Virgin as well, great series. They're outside, I think it's a Frank Quietly cover on the first one, but there was a short run of Middleton covers in American Virgin as well, which are all fantastic. So if you want to pick up some earlier Middleton covers on the cheap, American Virgin is a good
Not to
way
be
to go.
confused with the last American Virgin movie back in the 80s.
No.
Like that one where he's sitting on a tongue. That's kind of weird.
You did have a 4-issue miniseries for Angel and Ape with Art Adams covers. So if you're an Angel and Ape fan, which I am, and you're an Art Adams fan, it's a winner of a little miniseries as well. Animal Man, again, Animal Man transitioned over to the Vertigo title for like the last 30 issues of Volume 1. So you start off and you get a handful of those good Bolin covers in there as well. And then it closes out under the Vertigo title. Animal Man was a fantastic series. Every volume was good. It's one of the best DC characters. There was Army at Love, which had some great Rick Fitch covers. I think it was a 4 or 5 issue run. Just had some fun covers on it. I like kind of war covers where you can throw some sexy girls in there as well. It's always fun. Vertigo also had a handful of kind of just weird off titles. So there was like Art Ops and a handful of other ones where there were short, like 4 issue runs that had some pretty cool covers as well. Art Ops had all Mike Allred covers on it. So if you're an Allred fan, there's some covers you can find there. Art. Alex Ross fan. A lot of people love Alex Ross. He did pretty much all the covers for Astro City. And they're all really great covers. So if you're an Alex Ross fan, it's a place to dive in to find some good Alex Ross art.
I think I have a few of those issues too.
Yeah, it's really top notch. And Kurt Busiek writing it, it's a winner of the series.
Wasn't that supposed to go? Like, did it get the options?
Yeah, I don't know. They say stuff gets optioned all the time now.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Bodies, which was on a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, was on Netflix. But the Body series is great. There are Paul Pope covers, Frizen covers. There's some Lotte covers in there. There's some good stuff in there in terms of the covers, and it was a fun story as well. For all you Frizen fans, Clean Room is all Frizen covers, whole series. So if you're looking for some cool Frizen covers to round out your Frizen collection, Clean Room is a great, cheap place to be able to load up on some cool Frizen covers.
I like that third one where
Yeah,
somebody's choking her. She's choking herself.
she's choking herself. And there's 3 hands there, so it's it's kind of interesting. But there's really good Frizen covers, and like I said, this whole run, it's all Frizen covers. Codename Knockout, if you're a Joe Chiodo fan, as I am, you get a few Joe Chiodo covers in there. There's a Phil Noto cover. The third one, there's a Noto cover. And they closed out the run with J.G. Jones covers. So fun little series. If you like kind of 70s sexy schlock type spy type stuff, it's a fun series. And again, I love Joe Chiodo covers whenever I can find them. And again, it's a good cheap place to find them. Coffin Hill. There's a Gabriel Ba cover there, which was the variant cover on number 1. Great cover. Like I said, there's a handful of good covers in there. There's if you like the Crusader type stuff, there's a handful of, I think, John Bolton covers in Crusaders. Bolton does some beautiful, amazing painted work in Crusaders. Yeah, there's a lot. The Crusades has a lot of really cool, if you like more of the kind of fantasy type covers, there's some good stuff there. Day Trippers from Gabriel Ba, I believe that was an Eisner Award winner. Little book there. If you're a Brubaker fan, there was a nice little run. Dead Enders was a Brubaker series. You got the Tarantino Django Unchained. You had a Jim Lee cover on issue number 1. There's a color. Second print was this black and white, and the third print was like a brownish cover. Yeah, Django, it's Tarantino. It's always fun.
I got the Dynamite version. I think it was the Dynamite version.
There was a second. I know there was a Django Zorro crossover, and I think that one.
Or maybe that's one I got.
Yeah, I think they did both. DMZ, another long-running series from Brian.
I think I have a few of those. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a series that I don't know. There was option talk about it for a long time, and that book got hot, and then it got cold. And it got hot.
I thought the next one said dorm porn. I was like, where?
Yeah, that's good old Doom Patrol. That kind of late run of Doom Patrol, the Rachel Pollack stuff, is fantastic. Doom Patrol, great covers. The early stuff when it moved over to Vertigo still had the great Bolin covers in it, but it's just a great series and a great read all around. Effigy, which was a Tim Seeley cover, Tim Seeley book, had some pretty nice covers in it as well. You got the Exterminators, which was another interesting series, a little superheroes type series, which had some fun covers. Let's see, you had and Terry Moore did the covers and some of the interiors of the first few issues of Exterminators as well. So if you're a Terry Moore fan, it's a good place to go.
Charlotte Nightstar the Werewolf. That's it.
Hey, Charlotte, how you doing?
What's going on?
Faker, if you're a Jock fan, Jock did all the art in Faker. It's nice for some of these books as well, because a lot of these artists are artists you're familiar with. A lot of them are doing all the interiors as well. for a lot of these books. So you're getting the covers and the interiors of artists that you might like. Of course, Fables. Fables is extremely long-running title from Vertigo and still kind of going. And then you had, of course, the spin-offs. Fairest being the one where you had the amazing run of Hughes covers. I don't think there's a bad Fairest Hughes cover in there. They're all really, really good. And for some reason, they're all still just absolutely dirt cheap. I find them in dollar bins all the time. And I'm like, why is this here? But,
you got the Dom Patrol, Legion of Dom.
you had a Grant Morrison series of Filth went across. You had, if you're a Ribic fan,
that's what we almost named the show. We almost named the show the Filth.
Filth. Yeah.
We corrected course.
4 Horsemen, like I said, Esad Ribic did the art in that series. I think it was just 4 issues. But if you're a Ribic fan, Ribic's art is always fantastic, especially
Porno man.
Fantasy.
Pornomancer.
Yeah.
All right, I'm hooked.
And you got Frostbite, nice series as well. Yeah, Filth is, well, it's Grant Morrison, so it's a little out there.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you had Gift of the Night. You had some good John Bolton covers on that as well. Greatest Hits, where you kind of had a 60s superheroes kind of mod band type little series, which also had some amazing covers in it as well. Vertigo did Heartthrobs, which I think was only 4 issues, but issue 1 did have a nice Bruce Timm cover. It's always a nice find if you sometimes they slip it into one of those cheap boxes somewhere, forgetting the fact that Heartthrobs cover was a Bruce Timm cover. But it's a good one to find out there cheap. Hex Wives. You had a few Frizen covers off Hex Wives as well. Vertigo also rebooted House of Mystery and House of Secrets. So if you enjoyed those types of horror titles and stuff like that, there were pretty good runs through those as well. Human Target, which
the TV show?
Human Target, it was a good TV show, and Human Target pops up every now and then. I think there was a recent decent run. I forget whether it was Tom King or not who did it, but there's a good run recently of Human Target. But there's 2 to 3 volumes in Vertigo of Human Target, so there's some good stuff that you can pick up and back read there as well. Hunter, Art of Magic, I believe that's another John Bolton cover. Imaginary Friends, I think that was another Tim Seeley book, Imaginary Fiends, which had some fun covers on as well. And Seeley stuff is always good.
Mm-hmm.
Decent long running title, The Invisibles, Grant Morrison stuff. And you get a beautiful run of Bolin covers in the second volume as well. So for all you Bolin fans out there, you had iZombie as well. There's that nice.
I have a couple of issues of iZombie somewhere.
There's that nice Darwin Cook cover in there.
I think I have that cover. I think
it is not an easy to find Darwin
really?
For you Darwin Cook chasers out there. It is not an easy to find book. It's a nice comfortable $75 to $100 raw book.
Nice.
What?
There you go. Find
that means all that means is that I don't have it. That's what that means.
Again, you had some more Fable spin-offs with Jack of Fables. And again, you had a nice run of Bolin covers in that as well. You had Joe the Barbarian, so you got Grant Morrison writing, and you had Sean Murphy.
There you go,
so
Joe.
If you're a Murphyverse fan, you can get some good Sean Murphy art out of this as well.
Kick me in the nads.
You got Kid Eternity, which we mentioned before, which was a Golden Age title. And then they brought it and kind of changed it up in Vertigo. It's a character that does pop up every now and then in the regular DC universe. There's a little one shot of I like Peter Bond stuff. Kill Your Boyfriend. Becky Cloonan did a nice series called The Kitchen.
Was that a TV show?
It was. I think it was a movie. I think they made it into a
Was it
movie.
Okay.
It's an interesting story about the women, their husbands die, and they take
Yeah.
over the Irish mob business in Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah. Okay. I thought that was was that a movie or a series?
I forget whether it was a movie or a TV series, but they made it.
I want to say it
into
was a series, but I could be wrong.
I like that name. I'm going to embrace that name, Terry.
Joe the Tobarian. Tobarian.
Yeah, the Invisibles was great. Morrison can sometimes go a little all over the place, but he's always going to give you something interesting. There was a Fables crossover as well. You had another little series, The Last Gang in Town. I like the Queen with the Tommy gun, so it's pretty nice. The Losers, which I believe was also made into a movie at one point.
It was. It was a good movie, actually. Yeah.
But yeah, it's you get a lot of Jock art in there. So if you're a fan of Jock, you get a lot of Jock covers. And
Losers was that the one with Chris Evans? Or what?
I'm trying to remember who did it. I forget whether Chris Evans was in it or not. I'm trying to remember who the hell was in it. It's weird.
There were two movies that were kind of similar, Losers, and I forget the other one. Chris Evans was in one of them. It might have been The Loser. I thought it was a pretty good movie.
Yeah, it ran for a little while. It had a decent run at Vertigo. And last up in our L's, you can't go wrong with the Vertigo titles for the Lost Boys, especially the Sexy Sax Player from the Lost Boys variant of #1. That is a wonderful book. If you ever find it in the wild, just pick it up, cherish it, love it, because it's fantastic. And Brian Arzarello, to close out
Negan
here,
was in there. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Did a really nice series called Loveless, which is a good Western series. So if you like Westerns and don't feel like reading Jonah Hex, Loveless is a good way to go on the Vertigo side. There is some Jonah Hex in Vertigo as well, some shorter runs as well. But yeah, the Sax one does tend to, I think, command a decent amount of money. It's one of the few Vertigo books that commands a lot of money. I don't know why Vertigo, maybe it's just how much they printed, whatever. I don't know, but they were great titles. And I don't know. I love anytime I'm going through dollar boxes or back bins or stuff like that, finding older, cheap Vertigo titles with great artists, great stories, even just to read. It's worthwhile. So that is our Vertigo Forgotten Gems, Part 1, A through L. So if you enjoyed this, maybe at some point we will finish up the alphabet with some other Vertigo titles and see where it goes. That's what we got.
So we don't have any news, I assume, because Bruce is not here.
No, so
Before I tell you what, let me do something real quick. Since Dom joined late, we will
all right.
we'll let him answer his viewer mail, and then we have a game.
I even made a fresh intro for the new game.
And then we'll let Styx decide if he wants to do his giveaway before or after the game, because we may lose a lot of people. But Dom, you did have a viewer mail. Let's ask for Fan Mail Friday. Dear Dom, if you were a pickle, oh boy, Dom, if you were a pickle, what kind would you be? Classic, dill, spicy chip, bread and butter, or one of those weird sweet gherkins no one admits to liking? Yours preserved, Pickle Rickety Split 42.
Ooh, really? This freaking pickle thing will not. No, this pickle thing will not go away, would it? You know.
Nope.
I refuse. Are you refusing to answer the question, Dom? I would be a classic dill. I would be a dill myself.
I'm a classic dill, man. There you go, man. Yeah, there's the question right there.
Yeah,
I'm a classic. I'm
dill
OG.
Pickles. I think if you're Gen X, you have to go with classic dill.
Classic dill.
I'm kind of a half sour kind of guy.
Yeah, are you one of those? Is that the bread and butter? What is half sour? Is that bread and butter?
Half sour. It's like half fermented. So it's just a little bit sour, but not all the way. It's a good pickle. A lot of good. A lot of good snap to it.
sweet pickles or whatever. God, I used to hate those as a kid. I can kind of tolerate them on a sandwich now, but God, when I was a kid, I hated sweet pickles, which are kind of like bread and butter in a way. They kind of taste the same to me.
I like bread and butter, but I don't like sweet gherkins.
Well, see, back in the day, growing up, used to go down to the corner store. They had the big jar of pickles, 25 cents. You have to get the big pickle, and used to buy those and eat those.
Reach in and grab a gherkin.
Yeah, reach in and grab. It's the classic deal.
That's the type I make. I make half sours and full sours in the big old 5-gallon glass jug all the time.
What's your deal, pickle? Cosmic. Very good. Very good, Cosmic.
Go.
Gherkins. Who doesn't love a gherkin?
Gherkins.
All righty, Jedi. Are we?
All right. Roll it. How will I set up?
I'll let you set up, and we will run this beautiful bean footage.
I can't hear Joe at all. I can hear Joe, Jedi and down. Wait a minute. Joe is like a robot voice, and I can't understand. What did you just tell me?
Dumb chicka, dum dum dum.
All right. Thank you, Styx, for talking all day.
I hear Dom and Jedi. I didn't say anything.
No, that was Styx saying he couldn't hear us. I don't know what was going on, but all through it. But yeah. Styx, do you want to do your drawing now, or do you want to wait till after we do the?
Do the drawing now. Do it now. Get it out of the way. We'll do it. We'll have some fun now. Styx is like frozen and.
Styx frozen?
Yo. Mute.
Unmute yourself, Styx. You have to unmute yourself first. Jedi, maybe you need to tell him because I guess he can't hear me.
Can you unmute yourself?
Mute. Jeez. What happened?
I can't unmute you because you chose to mute yourself. So maybe we just play the game while Styx works out his audio.
Yeah.
Can you get rid of that overlay, or is that something?
There you go. There you go, Styx. You should be fine now.
There you go.
You can talk now, Styx.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Finally, yes,
Okay.
we can hear you.
All right. So, all right. Let's.
Just a reminder: Styx is doing the giveaway tonight.
I will run. I got. I'll give you guys a couple of things. I've only got 10 guys.
Only 10 entries
only got
for
10 entries.
Free. For a one
33,
or two
three of you in there.
free,
Show them what they're getting, Styx.
Bags. Come on, there got to be more than 10
There's
entries.
31 of you in here. I will give you 30. I'll give you an extra few seconds here to get the hashtag Vertigo in. Let's get that number up to at least 50.
Show them
Anyway,
what
now
they're getting. Show them what they're getting.
Who's gonna win?
Show them the.
Well,
You're getting one of these, and it was like number 1 on the hot 10. You're getting one of these
wow.
Battle Beast.
Battle Beast.
You're gonna get one of these, and then I'm gonna open the rest. So whatever one you pick, I'll open the rest. So
1, 2, 3, or 4.
yeah, 1, 2, 3, or 4. And where are we at? We're at 11 still.
All right. Well, they've been warned. I say go ahead and pull it.
All right.
If you're gonna
Run
pull
it.
All right,
Run it.
there we go. All right, we're drawing it. Boom. I think that's how it works. We'll see.
D'Artagnan Biggs.
Biggs. First
On your big.
time.
Jesus. Froze.
Thank you for tuning in our show. D'Artagnan, if you're in the chat, please.
Canyon. Wow, thanks. He's there. There you go.
Okay, they're in there.
Wow.
I'm
He's
not
there.
from it. Well, my internet is
If
acting
you want
up, I'm
to
telling
ask him, Styx, ask him.
Which one does he want? Show
you.
the books.
D'Artagnan.
Do you want to rip it or ship it?
Which one you want? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Yep. Oh, hold on. Jeepers. I'm probably gonna crash here. Oh, hopefully not. Okay. Which one you want? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Sometime
Which one
between
being
2025 and
That one being
2037, you will be receiving this.
Rip it. Which one? Which one?
What number do you want? Do you want the?
I don't seems. see him.
This is.
I see him putting the hashtag in.
He said number 1. They want number 1.
Riveting.
1.
Nope. Number 1. Okay.
Number 1.
All right. Do you want me to ship it to you like this, or you want me to rip it?
No,
for
he
you,
said
Declan?
rip it. He said rip it, Styx.
Another question. Question number 2.
Styx can't
All right.
hear us apparently. Rip it.
Let's get this to. Yeah, I heard you.
Okay.
Rip.
All right. And you got. I think this is the B cover.
That's a cool cover.
Nice.
For you.
Sweet.
This is the is that Otley cover? Is that the Otley cover?
You know, I thought that this.
I can't
I know
read.
it's part of the Invincible universe, but I thought that the friggin' Beast was based off the Battle Beast game, the little figures back in the day, growing up.
No.
Oh,
I read.
I know what you mean.
I read part of the comic's okay. I didn't finish it. I read about a third.
We'll
of
send
it.
that to you.
Yep.
Yep.
IG.
I'll have that out to you.
IG.
Yeah, just hit me up on my-
with your details.
Open the other one, Styx. See what you got for the other
All
ones.
right. I'll open it. I'll go right in line through what I get.
Let's see what you get.
Maybe I'll get that 1 in 2,000. Go down to the gold. What is this one? This is the. God, I wish I had my glasses. I think this is the 1 in 25.
Oh, that's cool.
I got myself a blank.
That's blank. Okay,
Blank's
that's a good
always
one.
good. The blank's always good.
Yeah, blank's always good. I like. Blank one. Okay, last one. Here we go.
Oh my God! Okay, what is it?
And another B cover.
Another B cover.
Cool. You know, there's a cover that's going for like $1,800 online.
Yeah, that's the
Is it the 1 in 2,000 or whatever?
Is that
the 1 in 1,000.
It's like $1,800 somebody was selling it for.
Yeah.
And somebody posted.
Yeah.
He goes, "What does he think he's Picasso? The artwork is not that good or something like that. It's like a 1 in 1,000." And says, he goes, "We figured selling Picasso over here."
There you go.
All right. Well, we've already ran the intro. So
What do you want me to do with this? What am I doing with this?
Well,
here?
we're gonna explain. We're gonna explain.
Okay.
So, from the people that brought you, assuming my thing will work here, from the people that brought you, Dom Makes It Porno. We have a new game because every time we ran the Dom Makes It Porno, shit just went off the rails and it got nuts and hard to keep track of. So we kind of changed up the game, but we still want to keep people like this game. You know, people like it. They like it. Let's see if I can make this thing work. So this one we titled "Dom Knows His Porn?" ? We'll see if Dom knows.
See
his
if I
porn.
do.
The category for this one is 80s. I think it's 80s porn parodies.
Okay.
80s porn parody. So Dom would have been in his adolescent years,
4,000.
like most
I
of
got
us.
some 90s
I've
ones.
been in my teens. If it's like at 84s, I've been in my teens.
Yeah. So we will see if how sneaky Dom was, if she was able to.
Debbie does
We'll
that.
see what he knows. All right. The first question. Does Dom know his porn? We have Christy Canyon. Christy Canyon starred in the 1984 title parody of the Oscar-winning film On Golden Pond. This was a title parody because I think I've actually seen this one. I think it was actually, the plot was more like Heaven Can Wait, but it was a title parody of On Golden. Seriously, it was, if I remember right. It was a title parody of On Golden Pond. What was the name of the title, Dom? It was on Golden Blank.
I'm guessing Henry Fonda didn't approve of this parody of his classic.
Either on Golden Thong or Golden Shalong.
I think they were a little more, back in the 70s and 80s, they were a little more nuanced. Maybe,
on Golden Dong or some shit.
Random Reed says in Golden Showers. Someone else can bring that up. If I try to bring it up, I'm gonna have to click around. And Golden Showers. That's a good guess. I don't know if Golden Showers had made their way into porn in the 80s.
If I were to make it, I would name it On Golden Wand. But that's just me.
On Golden Wand. Not bad. Not bad. On Golden Hepburn.
Oh my!
Golden Shalong.
That's a large penis.
On Golden, let me see. On Golden.
Easy, R. Kelly.
Oh man.
I'm not a smart man.
I think these are talents for Dom, and for anybody playing, really, especially on the panel, because you either A, admit you know a lot about porn, or B, admit you know a lot about porn.
But it's classic porn. This is vintage porn. You're a connoisseur at that point. You're not
up there with you're up there with the Ferris Bueller's Days Off and the freaking goddamn the Porky movies and stuff like that.
All right, so Dom, did you give us a guess? You said Schlong or something.
On Golden Hand, Shalong. The Golden Shalong.
All right. The answer is on Golden Blonde.
Oh, that's a good one too. That's
a good one too. That's good.
All right.
It's amazing what a lot of cocaine can come up with. That's
kind of reserved for a point.
All right. Next, we have Ginger Lynn. Starred in the 1986 parody of Eddie Murphy's classic comedy, Beverly Hills Cop. What was the name of the title? It was Beverly Hills
Cock. Beverly Hills Cock.
That would make the most sense.
Yeah, that would make the most sense. Beverly Hills.
I'm Golden Girl.
There's a few you're not allowed to own, Terry.
Yeah, say on Golden Hills.
Yeah, be careful with those.
On Golden Hills,
Beverly Hills. Don't get them mixed up. You're meshing too. So this was Beverly Hills blank.
Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills. Oh man.
Beverly Hills sucks. Terry says.
Beverly Hills.
What is it? Is it titties?
Beverly Hills.
We've had two really close answers so far.
Beverly Hills Shank. Oh man. I'm trying to think. No, I probably saw this one too. I can't remember the freaking name. Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills.
Don't hurt yourself, Dom. Dom's rolling the old spank bank way back.
Beverly Hills Spank? I don't know. Some shit.
I'll go ahead and roll the answer. Two very close ones. Dom was very close. And then who else was very close? Terry was very close. Because Dom said Cox, but it's spelled with an X.
Well, I did say, that's all I said, Beverly Hills.
Yeah, you said
Tyson there. Tyson
nailed it. Yeah. So, Beverly Hills Cox.
You're getting a point for that. You're getting a point for that one, Don.
Thank you.
All right, next. Barbara Dare starred in this 1989 title parody of the James Bond film For Your Eyes Only. What was the name of the title? For Your Blank Only.
For your let's see. For your man.
You like cheap, right? It could be For Your Thighs Only.
For your thighs only.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
That's a great one. Yeah. But is it the right answer?
For your for your cheeks only.
For your cheeks only.
For your cheeks only.
Juan says
For your brown eyes only.
for your dildo only.
Backdoor pleasures.
One more,
That was a
Juan.
shitty answer.
For your jaws only. Carrie says.
For your cooch only. Oh man, I can't remember this one, man.
You gotta love the old porn parodies.
Yeah.
They still, classics they all were.
Very good.
Funny, none of them, but they were still.
For your hiney only, some shit.
For your hiney only. The answer is for your lips only.
Oh man, lips off, man.
Yeah, not very funny, but
That's funny. Yeah.
I still think for your thighs only would have
Before
your
your
thighs
nips
only
far
is
better.
much better.
Yeah.
It would have been much better at the box office.
You could have said for your nips only too. That'd have been better.
Yeah, they missed the gravy train on that one.
Yeah.
All right. Amber Lynn, no relation to Ginger, starred in not one, but 2 title parodies of the hit TV series Miami Vice. It was called Miami Blank.
Miami Nice. Miami.
No, if I was making it, it would be called Miami Slice, but that's just me.
Miami.
Flash Gordon. I think Tyson's talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I threw,
It's a class. I think Flash
I threw
Gordon's
that
a
movie
classic.
poster up there on the intro from Flash Gordon.
Miami. Miami. Man, it's gonna be like some fucking lame shit, probably.
You got to remember, back in the 70s, 80s, and probably even up in the 90s, they weren't as in your face with the vulgarity as probably porn is nowadays with some of their titles. But
Miami Slice. Freaking. Let me see. Miami.
It must have been
Florida
good
Man.
because they
Florida
made
Man.
two. They made 2
Dong.
parodies of this. So
They made 2, so number 1 must have did really well at the box office.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure to be a porn star.
Can you
in the
imagine
70s,
going to the old porn theaters like back in the day? Like they had porn. Oh God, I couldn't imagine that. That's even before my
Miami.
time.
Let me see. Yeah.
When we're done with this, I'll tell you kind of an embarrassing story.
Okay.
I had a movie theater near me
Miami.
back when I was in my 20s, and they would run movies like this, and then they would run like
Miami
run
threesome or
movies.
Miami twice as nice? I don't know.
The answer is Miami Hardcore Porn Shop, Miami Pipe. That's a good one.
Yeah,
Wow.
Miami Vice.
The answer is, again, back in the day, they weren't in your face. It was Miami Spice.
Oh, Spice.
That makes
man.
sense.
Yeah, Miami Spice.
No said Slice, so that was close.
So it wasn't Miami Run a Train on Me.
Yeah.
That wasn't the name.
Miami, take me to the backside.
All right. I don't know how many of these. This may be the last one, or there may be 2 more. Kimberly Carson starred in not 1 but 2 title parodies of this hit TV soap opera, and I'll give you some choices this time. Was it General Hospital, Young and the Restless, Another World, or One Life to Live? So again, we're not looking for the title this time. We're wanting to know which one of these soap operas did she star in 2 parodies of.
I think Young and the Restless and One Life to Live.
Okay, it's only gonna be one of them, and there was because she starred in a part 1 and a part 2.
Okay, I think Young and the Restless.
Young and the Restless.
Young and the Restless would make the most sense. General Hospital.
See,
I'll say
Tyson
One
says
Life to
Young
Live.
and the Restless. Congratulations, Dom, you got one.
Yeah,
It
Yay,
was Young
Dom.
and the Restless.
thank you.
All right, this is the last one, I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. I think there may be one more. Ebony A's. That's how you say her name.
I
A's.
think it's Ebony
I
Eyes.
think it's Eyes. I think
Ebony
it's
Eyes.
Eyes.
Ebony Eyes.
Yeah.
Which is a great name. That's a great porn name, by the way.
That's a great name.
Ebony Eyes starred in the 1988 title parody of the Oscar-winning film The Godfather 2. What was the name of the title? The God blank 2.
The God fucker 2, or the
Uh,
the God chewer 2,
That makes sense.
the God gag 2.
Dom is just throwing shit against the wall.
I know, I'm trying to. The God,
Again, I remind everybody, this was the 80s. They weren't going to be as
the
blatantly.
God harder 2. The God harder 2. Harder.
Wow, Dom.
man.
Styx is like Styx. This is how I feel during your segment. This is exactly how I feel.
The God hit me in the shitter 2.
Oh shit. God. All right, we're not getting much participation, and I think Dom he's just like that was a great title. But I'll just say Godfather Part XXX. That's a good one, Tyson. That's a good one. No, you guys you're overthinking it. It was Godmother Part 2.
Oh jeez, damn it. That was a good one.
That was an easy turn.
Yeah, overthinking that one. All right, this one I think is the last one. I've been saying it for a while. May Lynn starred in the 1985 title parody of Sylvester Stallone's Rambo First Blood. What was the name of the title? It was Ram Blank, the First Blank.
Ramho.
Ramblow, the first straight cubes.
Ramho, the first squirt. I don't. It's a porn parody.
Ramho?
Ramho, the first squirt. I don't.
I'm gonna have to go with Ramblow because it's just too easy.
Ramblow or Ram Hard?
Rod. That's a good guess.
Ram Hard. Ramrod, the first the first.
Okay, he says it's Ramrod, the first thrust. That's what he said.
Ramrod, the first bust.
First bust. That's a good one. Yeah. All right, you want to know what the answer is?
Ramhard, the first lust.
Ramrod, the first hoe.
That's a pretty good one.
Something. There was a Dick Rambone. Yeah.
All right, you know what? Vinny the Rod stars in.
Vinny the Rod.
There you go.
All right. The answer to this final one is it is Rambone, the first time.
Rambone, the first.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That sucks.
Horrible.
It makes sense.
A horrible name. Well, Rambone is good, but the first time. Like
I still think Ramblow would have been better than Rambo.
It would exactly Ramblow, yeah.
And there we have it for the inaugural episode of which was much more. I told you, Joe, this was going to be more streamlined. We weren't going to go like we weren't going to turn Dom loose on all kind of craziness this time. So
this is good. I like this. I like this. If we play this game again, I like this game. Hopefully, I'm better prepared.
Right. Glad we found one.
We'll get Styx to talk through the intro again.
I don't hear Jedi or not.
The entire intro, you hear Styx. I don't hear them. I don't hear Jedi. I don't hear Dom.
Well, if you haven't subbed up yet, please sub up to Redivision for more of this riveting content that we provide on a weekly basis. Also sub up to Bruce over at Kingdom of Nerds, where on Sunday, I believe, Bruce, you can clarify in the comments here. We'll be doing the other comic show on Sundays.
Tyson loved it, Bruce. Tyson liked it. That's all I care about.
That's all we care
Tyson
about.
is my target audience.
Listen, like I said, you could hit her in the shitter or you could hit her in the fat slot. There you go.
Words to live by.
Exactly.
Also, sub up the Styx over at Styx Boy 73, so close to 100. Go sub up the Styx Boy. He needs 2 more. Just let the boy get to 100. He's not going to get to 200 anytime soon. Let him get to 100. Let him feel that joy for a while.
Once you get to 100, the 200 comes easier. You'll get 200 right away.
Yeah.
We want him to get that 100. Let's revel in it for a while. Then we'll make the big push.
Yeah. There you go.
Brewster said, I don't know if he means he may have some blind bags coming up on one of his shows. Is that what he means here? Yeah. But I want to have some.
Well, we may have a show on Sunday for the other comic show. And maybe we'll do some ripping, or maybe we'll do a separate video of some ripping. We'll see. Styx, I think this week maybe we'll have a successful Doctor Who watch.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
We have to give everybody the backstory about what happened this week.
Do we have to?
But,
okay.
yeah, I think
all two of you that were waiting.
Yep. I apologize. There was no show on Tuesday due to YouTube restrictions and technical difficulties and some of the panel falling asleep.
I just kept sinking. I kept sinking in the couch. What can I say?
So the beard kept going lower.
Yep.
Lower in the couch. There was no Doctor Who on Tuesday. Good news for the panel. We will not be watching the same episodes.
That is great news.
So I will pick a 4-part episode this week. I did not know the one that I had picked was 6. So we will have a 4-part episode this week so that we can get through the entire episode.
Every show, Styx, needs its lost reels. So that's what we have. We have the lost reels.
We now have a lost episode of a Doctor Who on my channel.
We wanted to try to give you the show streaming at the same time, so it was a little more interactive of watch along. So
listen,
it's a work in progress.
Don't worry about it, Styx, man. It's all good, man. Eventually, I'll pop up one of those shows eventually for you, man. To be there.
Yeah, Dom. Anytime you want to pop in, pop in.
You would be the audience would probably love seeing your reactions. You would probably fall asleep until you fell asleep. Probably.
This would be done.
What the hell is even that?
I love that.
There we go.
Chill, Daddy, chill. What the hell is even that?
You guys doing a wrestling show this week?
Yeah, we're doing.
They did one. Did they do one last night?
We did one Thursday. We did one yesterday.
Is there?
We had one Thursday.
So 9 p.m. on Thursday nights. Absolute Geek, off the mat. All your wrestling needs, man. We love wrestling. Hopefully, with a show for you, man.
I was the Backlash champion this week.
Yes, you are. You won.
Yeah, I won.
For Backlash.
Yeah. Next week it'll be somebody else.
And on the old slate of Renovision at 9 o'clock on Friday, you can catch a CBSI Hot 10 followed by us at 9:30. Is there an SNS tomorrow, or is it?
I believe yes, there is. I will not be on it. I will be at the Promenade this weekend.
You're chaperoning prom, right?
Chaperoning our junior prom this weekend.
Junior prom.
Make sure you sample the punch. Make sure those
Nobody spikes the punch.
Yeah.
Make sure to take lots of video of you getting bullied by pre-teenagers.
No, they all like me.
Popular nowadays.
There you go. Do the hospital with cat nurses if Dom pops in. Mama Bear was saying.
On Sundays, you can catch all your Star Wars needs on Tales from the Dark Side, where Dom goes head-to-head with Wayseeker to tell him why he's wrong.
Yes, always. And listen, if everybody watched Andor, I made a comment last week before the show said, I said, wouldn't it be cool to have a type of event credit type of thing where Andor goes off and he dies in Rogue One and Bix is still alive and there's a baby involved? Bix. And I probably get no credit for it because Marco will turn around and say, I say a lot of shit.
You'll get the credit here, Dom. We'll give you the credit.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We appreciate
I didn't get what I wanted, but I'm glad you got what you wanted.
And as always, on Wednesdays, you can catch the Totally Awesome Pool Show with Marco, Dubs, and Pete, and whoever else might be popping in on Wednesdays. Always somebody interesting popping in on Wednesdays. So always good.
I can't believe JJ missed a porn segment.
I know.
JJ
I know.
might check on JJ.
JJ's busy on whatnot probably with all the other Battle Beast.
I was gonna say JJ had it with the foot segment last week. He's like, too much.
We've run them all out. Well, we appreciate you all hanging out here tonight.
I didn't get it from a scooper frigging Bruce. I didn't.
Bruce, for you're not here, you cannot do that if you're not even on the panel.
Yeah.
So you can't.
If somebody
stop.
says something on a thing, like I don't watch everybody. I do my own shit sometimes. I say some wild shit. So
Well,
Don't
that's
take the
nice.
bait, Dom. He's not even here.
I know.
Don't let him suck you into one of these things. He's not even here.
Hopefully, Bruce will be back with us next week for
But next
hopefully.
week, I'm sure he'll.
It's been a while since I think we've had a full house. It's been a little while.
Yeah, he's got to take care of that herpes on his lip. He'll be all right. He'll be back.
Yeah. Well, thank you all for hanging out with us on this lovely Friday. Have a great weekend in Canada. Enjoy your long weekend,
Your
the
Victoria
holiday,
Day.
as
Yep,
us
happy Victoria
Americans
Day, Canada.
will be at work on Monday. So
I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Oh, that's right. This weekend's Memorial Day weekend, right? Yeah.
no,
No.
No,
No,
next
that's
week.
right.
No, next week. Next week. Okay.
next week. Yes, for the Canadians, it is Victoria Day. So celebrate the sturdy queen. And with that, have a great weekend. Stay safe and healthy, and we will see you again next week.
The qualified. The qualified. The qualified.